What is going on YouTube? This is Doodlehead speaking, bringing you another Genshin Impact video. Today's focus will be on everything that has been officially revealed on all that is coming with the new 1.3 update. We have a lot to cover, but I'm going to keep things short and sweet enough for everything to be understood and to be well informed on what's to come, so let's get right into it. As shown in this screenshot, the month of February will focus on the Lantern Festival and will be comprised of several events and things to do. First on the list is the May Fortune Find You event, which is a login event that will grant travelers the opportunity to earn up to 10 intertwined fates to help pull for the ever so lustrous Zhao. Moving on to the Stand By Me event, which allows for players to obtain any one of the current 4-star leeway characters, which is a great opportunity to receive a character you don't own or to obtain a well-deserved constellation upgrade on one of your preferred units. During the Lantern Rite event, players will be able to earn more than 1,600 Primo Gems from the event shop. Also, a side note, players will have to undergo a quest with Zhao before participating in the actual Lantern Rite events in Liyue Harbor. Now let's move on to the Lantern Rite event section. The Lantern Rite is separated into 3 stages, with each stage unlocking and granting more goodies to be obtained from the Zhao market. Once travelers successfully complete requests during the Lantern Rite, you will raise the rite's festive fever. And once we reach the set requirements for increasing this festive fever, the next stages of the Lantern Rites will automatically be unlocked with more quests, storylines, and new goods to be obtained from within the Zhao market. All players will also have the opportunity to release lanterns into the night skies of Liyue alongside the residents of Liyue. Maybe we will get some great mini cutscenes to capture the scenery of Liyue with the beauty of the Lantern Festival. The Zhao Market will be the main event during this festival, so collecting the event currency and unlocking the different stages of the market for better rewards will be top priority. The event currency will be tied to the Theater Mechanicus, which is the new minigame-like activity for the Lantern Rites Festival. In order to participate in the Theater Mechanicus, we will have to interact with Region. The main focus around this board game-like activity is to use what is called Mechanici to combat the enemies that appear during that instance. Players will have a choice of combating foes by themselves or by teaming up with another player in co-op. This particular event will not run with a squad of 4 this time. So when completing in-game challenges, we will be able to earn Vinificus Sigils, which are used to upgrade the Mechanici or to unlock more types of Mechanici. The main focus of this activity will be to protect your lane line monolith from being destroyed during the 4 waves or to prevent the monsters from escaping the board. The Mechanici will resemble chest-like pieces that automatically attack enemies that come within their range. Assigning different types of Mechanici for elemental reactions and diversity will be key to successfully completing this activity. There will be a preparation period before the start of the activity to spend Vinificus points to build and assign Mechanicis on certain designated locations. Vinificus points can be earned by either defeating monsters or by removing existing Mechanici. Another feature present in this activity is called Mystic Arts, which can be activated after eliminating a certain amount of enemies. Mystic Arts cost Vinificus points, and these arts basically apply buffs to either your character or the Mechanici deployed on the field. This will be the main way to obtain the event currency needed to spend in the Zhao market, which are called Peace Talismans. Aside from the Lantern Rites events, we will also have an event called 5 Flushes of Fortune, which is an event centered around taking photos with the Curious camera. Players will need to speak to Ji Tong in the event area and receive the camera from him. During the event, Ji Tong will have a different photo subject for each day. We will then go and take a photo of the designated subject and receive a random colored picture frame. Players will have a maximum of 10 photo shots a day, which means 10 random colored photo frames. By having a set of 5 different colored frames, players can exchange the set for a fortune trove from Ji Tong. Each trove will have a variety of rewards ranging from Primo Gems to material rewards. There will be a total of 8 fortune troves. This event will also incorporate friends in the sense that we will be able to exchange and send a friend one of our picture frames. In this case, everyone can help each other with the missing color frame to complete their sets and claim the fortune trove. So for any solo players out there, if you are in need of a friend, I will gladly leave my player UID in the description below or in a pinned comment. Also take this opportunity to leave your player ID if anyone tuning in is in need of a quick friend. Let's all help each other out. With the release of this new update, events are not the only focus. 2 new monster types will be added, while one of the monster types, although the same species of what's being released, will be added as a new weekly boss, which means more opportunities at great weekly drops, as well as more weekly Battle Pass XP for the Battle Pass, and a new formidable foe to face. We are going to start off with the GeoVishap, a more mature version of the already annoying and hyperactive GeoVishap hatchlings. These new foe look fearsome and aggressive and will be able to manipulate different types of elements. Whether they randomly spawn with a certain element or are attuned to a certain element, or if they can change elements during combat, has yet to be seen, but from the trailers I'm excited to go up against them. The element in which the GeoVishap use are evident on their arms, the color indicating what elemental attacks they will unleash. The Primo GeoVishap will be added as the weekly boss, much more bigger in stature and much more aggressive than the GeoVishaps in the overworld. Speaking of the new enemies coming in the 1.3 update, there will also be an event surrounding new GeoVishaps. Catherine of Leeway Harbor's Adventurer Guild will be commissioning travelers to investigate the matters concerning GeoVishap spawning and attacks. In the Vishaps and Where to Find Them event, Catherine will post 8 different expedition commissions each day, with our choice of 4 to complete. Within these expeditions, there will be bonuses applied to characters with the recommended elements, which help increase the chances for a successful expedition. Players will be able to dispatch multiple characters on one expedition with the option to deploy one of your friend's units as a supporting character, further adding to your overall success rate. As players progress and complete expeditions, we will unlock on the hunt challenges, which allow us to track down the GeoVishaps and combat them directly. This time around, instead of releasing multiple new characters per grand update, Zhao will be the only new character being added in the new 1.3 update. This system works out better than having to exercise extreme caution and make heavy decisions on which new character to pull on. Not all of us are rich in Primo gems. Zhao will be released alongside the new 1.3 update on February 3rd, and for the first time, Keqing will be featured in her own banner. This gives MiHoYo the opportunity to rerun previously released characters and limited units like Venti, while select few new characters join the fray. Keqing's banner will feature starting February the 17th. Zhao's actual kit has yet to be officially shown, so it is still unclear whether MiHoYo tweaked this kit since the beta, but for the most part his main skills still seem intact. His elemental skill is still the dash attacks that can be performed even in midair. His passive that allows for him to die from any height without any penalty still remains, as well as his burst ability and his HP draining side effect. With the new 1.3 update comes a new feature called Living Beings, which will be added to the archive. This will showcase info about any living beings that players have defeated, caught, or discovered during their adventures and travels. Living beings will feature 3D models of those creatures, as well as displaying the total number of each creature defeated, and check previous tutorials on those creatures, as well as how to combat them and counter them. There will also be some additions to the Traveler profile screen. When the 1.3 update drops, players will have their current number of achievement and Abyss progress displayed for other travelers to see on their profile screen. Players will also be able to select up to 8 characters to showcase, aka show off and flex, via their character showcase section. In this section, travelers will have the option of allowing detailed information about their character builds visible to everyone else. This means anyone and everyone can learn about each other's builds and see what weapons are used, how upgraded their constellations are, how far along their talents are leveled up, as well as which artifact sets and combinations they are running. Another new feature coming in the 1.3 update is being able to transmutate one type of elemental character ascension material alongside a new item called Dust of Azoth to exchange one type of elemental material into a whole new different elemental material of that same rank via crafting. This makes having excess materials of one type a benefit in order to make up for another character you are probably upgrading and or ascending at that time. Travelers who are at least adventure rank 31 will be able to receive a quest from Lan in Liyue Harbor called Jiangchu Treasure Trowel. Completing this quest will grant a new gadget called Parametric Transformer, which can be used to transmute materials. Until the release of the 1.3 update, it is not known what we can transmute the materials into, so looking forward to figuring that out and if it's actually beneficial for our progress. During the month of February, there will be a lane line overflow in which lane line blossoms, Femora, and XP tomes will have double drops during the event period. Travelers will be able to gain double rewards from the blossoms 3 times daily and can only use original resin. On a side note, the 1.3 update will also implement the adjustments and changes made for Zhongli, and hopefully he is a much better character by then. On another note, I want to take the time to announce that I will be doing my very first Genshin stream after the 1.3 release day on February 3rd. During the stream, I will also be doing a mass summon for Zhao and will try to get as many constellation upgrades as I can and even take him out for a little test drive, so be sure to check out the stream and support me beginning on February 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to do your calculations beforehand. I may not be a big time content creator with a large following, so although this might not get to a lot of viewers, I do hope to have an audience when I stream and would greatly appreciate any support. Anyways, this concludes this overview of what's to come in the new 1.3 update. If you found this video helpful, informative, and enjoyable, be sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button for notifications for when I drop my new videos and to help the channel's growth. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, have a blessed day and see you on the 3rd.